Welcome to a guide to new mods on Farming Simulator 19 with me, MrSealyp. It's Friday the 12th of July. It is the Friday Frenzy, where we tend to get quite a few mods out on the same day. Let's get straight into it. We have got a welcome return, but not just the welcome return that I was expecting. We're getting a bit of additional content on this one. Who remembers the Fiat Agri 11090 from FS19? Fantastic engine sound. It was cheap as I recall. Maybe I'm misremembering that, but anyway, this is, I apologise for the rattling sound, that's Farm Dog eating his dinner, so yeah, he's decided to do it right next to me, but anyway, this is by Pepe978, and it's actually the New Holland 11090 pack. It's 11 slots for each tractor, or let's say for the first tractor, and then obviously the slot count drops, and we've got a few options to choose from. That's why I've kind of got two of them on display in front. We've got the New Holland 13090 with wide tyres, front loader attacher. That's really nice mod. Boxy but good. We like that. And then we've got the Fiat Agri version just over here, the 11090 with narrows on this one. This one, actually no, it's the other one. It looks like it's got the PAVT rims. Yeah, look, the detail on that. Wow, lots going on. So let's have a look in store. These are really nice. You wait till you hear them start up. So under small tractors, now we've got the modded 8340 from Giants, which is 85 grand, and this is exactly the same price. So you've got the New Holland 11090 is what is being kind of pictured as. However, if we go in, options available, we can change the design colour. Now the design colour is the cab, and weirdly enough, and I don't know if this is a mistake, I don't know if it's maybe something to do with rendering on console, possibly, that says design colour New Holland blue, but it's actually black, so I don't know if that needs to be tweaked, possibly. But you can have New Holland red, and then you can have Fiat Agri red, although it still says New Holland on the back. Did I change it? I did. It says New Holland on the back, but it says Fiat Agri on the front. No, it doesn't. Or maybe it'll change the whole thing. We'll see. That's peculiar. Then we've got main colour. We've got the New Holland blue, which is the blue it should be. New Holland red. And then we can go for the Fiat Agri. I think it changes the badges in a second. Don't you worry about a thing. So, let's go back to blue. Design colour black. So, configuration. We can have rear mudguards. We can have, keeps flicking up and I don't know why, that's really annoying. We can have fenders on the front. We can have a 500 kilogram front weight. We can have weight and rear mudguards, and we can have weight and fenders on the front. So there's a few options to choose from to kind of customize the fender mudguard options and weights. We can then go New Holland Tradition, it says Tradition at the back. New Holland Red, which takes away the Tradition sign on the roof. And then we can go Fiat Agri, and that's where the badge work changes. So it now says Fiat Agri on the roof, Fiat Agri on the engine cover, and Fiat Agri across the back. And then we can change the engine from 110 horsepower 11090 to 130 horsepower 13090. Wheel setup. We can have wide tyres, we can have rear twins, we can have narrow tyres, we can have narrow twins. Now often with narrow twins they still cause crop destruction because it doesn't change the fronts, weirdly. That's narrows. Narrow twins does the back but not the front, so that would be a bit of a test one, that one. Narrow profile, which gives you a standard inside tyre and then a narrow outside, and then back to standard again. Now I think it might have been, yes, because I think I went with weights. If I go back to standard, it gives me another option down here to add, there we go, front loader attacher. So we've got quite a few options available. If we go back to the main colour now with the Fiat Agri colours on there, and we go to Fiat Agri Red, design colour, Fiat Agri Red, there we go. We've got our Fiat Agri, well this one's a 13090, but the same as the one we had on FS17, sorry. Now, let's hear this thing start up. Let's go with the 13090. Now, there are no windows and doors that open. It is what it is. We've got a beacon, our lights, front, main beams and rears. Very nice. Let's start it up. Oh, it sounds lovely. Love that. Now, let's have a look in cab while we're doing this. That's cool. Now, let's have a look at the dashboard. Let's turn the engine off. Actually, if I need to do it in a space where it's a bit darker on the dash, like that. Perfect. Right, engine off. So when we turn the engine on, dashboard lights will come on. Then they go off. We've got our lights, work lights and main beams. That's cool. We have got, if I put the hazard lights on, the beacon, sorry, we get a beacon light comes on the dashboard. We've got our indicators with an audible indicator sound. What's really cool as well, I've got my Satec Logitech side panel plugged into my PlayStation 4, so I can do hazard lights. If I do hazard lights, down the bottom you've even got the hazard light symbol comes up, and it still baffles me that all of this is able, it can work. You've got the hazard light symbol on there coming up on the dashboard, yet on a normal PlayStation controller there's no hazard light option. I just don't get that. I really don't. But anyway, what's really cool as well is when you turn this off, let me turn all that off. Even puts the handbrake on. Love that sound. It's nice. It sounds great. 11 slots as well. That's not high on the slot count. 130 horsepower tractor. That's fantastic. Love it. There you go. I was spent probably way too long on that, but anyway. That's the New Holland 11090 by Pepe978. Moving on, let's go with, I'm probably going to need to use one of these again in a second anyway. Let's go over here. Actually, you know what? Let's drive the Fiat Agri while we're at it as well. We have got, this is the Edge Field Roller by Edge Gaming and Castiga. It's this thing here. It is a roller. It's jolly wide. This is one of the types of rollers that returns the field state back to its kind of original state, so you can delete fields if you make a mistake and that kind of thing. It will get rid of tyre tracks and muck and things out of bunker silos, odd little bits of grass. You can use them for rolling along the front of your feed troughs if you've got excess feed on the floor, and you can just clear that up if you want to. Now this is in store under rollers. We've had no rollers for a while, then all of a sudden we seem to be inundated with rollers. We had a load the other day as well. So there you go. So the Edge Field Roller, 4,900 to buy. Not too bad at all. I think I already said it was 6 slots. Options available. We can change the main colour, which is the frame. We can change the roller colour, like so. Now at the moment it's got a very sharp kind of flat edge to it. If we come down, that's on light. If we put it on pro, it kind of rounds off the edges on that. And then we've got an option of a 3 metre, a 4 metre or a 6 metre, depending on how much change you want to be making around your fields. So let's grab this very quickly. I'm going to try and be a bit quicker because I've got loads to get through. I'm just loving the sound of this. Wow. Now you have to be careful with these, because as soon as you put it down, it will start making alterations. For example, ploughed field here, if I drop this down now, it takes it back to a grass tape, but then you would have to use the landscaping texture to get the grass that grows back on there. But it does, so if you make a mistake like here where I want a straighter edge on my field, I can roll up the edge, tidy that all up very, very nicely, and then add whatever textures I want on top of that. If I do it on here, it will delete the grass. So like I say, just be careful with it, but that's what it will do. And if you've got tyre tracks and muck and stuff on your concrete and things like that, it will get rid of that too. So, let's stop that over there. So that's the Edge Field Roller by Edge Gaming and Castiga. Jump in this because I need the front loader attacher. I mean, I don't really, because we can... Actually thinking about it, yeah, I don't. It's fine. We have got here... This is the Amazon ZAX 1402. He says, where am I going? Here. The lighting can really play havoc when you try and look at stuff. This is the ZAX 1402 Perfect. This is by Melody98. It is a fertilizer spreader. It will do fertilizer and it will do lime. I think I've got lime in it at the moment. The capacity, it's not a huge capacity, and there aren't a lot of options on it as far as I recall. Let's go down to fertilizer technologies and we scroll across. There we go, the ZAX 1402, 9,800 to buy, 1,750 litre capacity, so it's not huge. But if you're starting out, and the fact it does lime and fertilizer, pretty handy, because not all of them do. As you scroll across, you find some of the smaller in-game ones don't. So, you know, it's a nice option. Options available, cover, yes or no. That's it. That's really the options you've got. So nice, neat, tidy mod. Oh, it could help if I can speak to them. Like I say, we've got lime in it, so I think it was. Oh, blimey, that's a good point. I should have checked, shouldn't I? Is it a 15 metre spread? I can't remember what it was now. 18 metre spread. Sorry, thinking of a different implement. Turn it on. There we go. It does what a fertilizer spreader should do. It's just another option to have in game. I know we've got a few already. There are a few different modded ones as well. But there you go. That's the Amazon 1402, the ZAX 1402. Perfect. Very nice. Right. Up next, I was going to use the front loader attacher, but I don't really need to for this. I'm going to pronounce this wrong, and I am. This is the Grasslandmods. I think it's Lard. Grasslandmods L95. This is by grasslandMods, and it's a bulk bucket. Nicely detailed. I do like the details on it. Decals, nice, neat and clean. Hydraulic lines. It's a nice mod. The capacity is not huge, but again, it's, you know, you might particularly like that brand or want one. It's under front loaders, I think. There we go, 2,480 to buy. It's a 1,830 litre capacity bucket, so not huge, but that said, it will take all those crop types down the bottom for bulky goods. Plus, I mean, you can grab bales and all sorts of stuff because you've got the fork bit on the top which opens and closes. So when it says for bulk materials, you can grab other things with this. But there you go. It's a bucket. It's, yeah, by grasslandMods. 3 slots. Not bad at all. Right. Moving on. What have we got? Right over here. This is the Zoonhammer Farmland Fix 15. This is by VertexDezign featuring Desperados93. This is kind of like a drag hose attachment. It's a 15 metre width on it, and it will attach onto slurry tankers, slurry spreaders. There are a few different options available now, including the there's some in the Horsch pack, there's some in the Holger pack. So it will hook up to any of the machineries like this, the receptacles that will hook up, but it's just another alternative. We'll have a look in store. This is under slurry tanks. So we've got a few different options here. We've got the Zune Hammer one here, and then you've got the Samsung ones, and then you've got the various different backs that go on all of these attachments. This is a little bit further along. So you've got the Samsung SBH4, we've got the Glide Fix 15, which is part of the Home Terra variant pack. So this one is here. Now, unlike some of them, they're kind of a wraparound. It's odd. It looks vastly different when it's out on the boom. I can't quite place what it is. I think it's because the actual spreader sits down below the boom, whereas on the other ones the booms actually move up and down. I think that's probably what it is. It looks a little bit different. 37,200, 15 meter spread. It is, how many slots is this one? 6 slots. No options available. It is what it is. You get what you get. But there's a lot of detail going on this mod. Look at all that. Very nice. So, very quickly, if we can, just back that straight up into there and hook up. So it opens up like so and drops down. It's kind of the whole frame is attached, so it looks really different to the sort of standard ones we're used to. I like this. So turn it on, drop it down. Now this is not actually going to spread at the moment because I think this field's been fertilised a few times, but 15 metre spread, nice smooth animations, does what it should do. It's another addition. I know the argument will be put forward, as always is on mod reviews I do, is, you know, why do we need another one of, like I always say, options. People might just decide they want to try something different. That's just the way it works. So while we're over here, let's have a look at this. This is the Agricem Cultiplow Field Creator. This is by Holger Sengstock. Now this is, for all intents and purposes, no different to the standard in-game Agricem Cultiplow. It's 8 metres and it is the Cultiplow. The difference is, as it stands at the moment for console gamers, subsoilers won't create fields, ploughs create fields. And I'm not a fan necessarily of trying to create fields with some of the ploughs we've got in-game. The thing about this one is this will allow you to create fields. Plus, because it's allowing you to create fields, it gives you the cultivated texture, but you get the ploughed state. So you don't end up with a field looking like this, you end up with the field looking like this, but it does have the ploughed state as well, which is pretty handy actually. If we have again, we'll have a look in here now. I know I'll get an argument here, someone saying there's already a subsoiler that can create fields. Now, under subsoilers in here, none of these will allow you to create fields. Now 8 metres is the widest you can go on this, and I like using a subsoiler because it's flat-ended and you know where you are with it. If you want to do a corner or something like that, it kind of works really, really well. So with this one, this will allow you now to create fields. If we go up to ploughs and go across, for an 8 metre you're looking at, well, that's a 6.2, that's 77 grand. Then we're up to the SPSL 9, which is 10.5. Now these two here, technically, the Case IH14, and there are two different widths, we've got the 3 metre and 5.3, they are technically kind of cultiplows. They're subsoilers rather than ploughs, although they are in the plough section. So the argument could be made there is already a subsoiler that creates fields. This is it. It's only 5.3 metres. Then you've got the Neo disc, which is 6 metres, which will also allow you to create fields. So the beauty with this is it's 8 metres, so it's not a bad size for creating fields. I like that a lot. Same price as the standard one. Now, downside with this, you cannot hire a worker. So if you get this, it does say in the Modhub, you're probably better off leasing it if you want to create fields, because this will not work as a cultiplow if you're trying to hire a worker to do it. And you need to be careful you're not going to create fields. So what I'm going to do is put that menu on. So at the moment, if I want to create fields, I press triangle, drop it down, and away we go. 8 meter field creating bit of kit. Very, very handy. It does require a fair bit of horsepower though. I think it was what's 420 horsepower, something like that. So yeah, it's no slouch. But like I say, you can't hire a worker. Now, what I'm going to try... if I turn that off... Yeah, like I say, you can't use it as a standard coulter plough because it won't allow you to hire a worker. If I press that now to hire a worker, nothing happens. So it would mean on some of the bigger fields you're going to spend a lot of time. So I don't know, it's got its pros, it's got its cons. If you are just using it to create a new field, absolutely perfect, lease it, don't buy it. But yeah, not bad from Holger Sengstock. Very nice indeed. I think we're on to the last couple of mods, and they are all water related. So over here we have got this one here, and it's a tiny looking little thing but absolutely fantastic. This is the water standpipe by CNS Modding Annmarie. It's only 1 slot, and you will find it under placeables and miscellaneous. 1,500 to buy. Places pretty much anywhere, quite up close to stuff as well, which is really, really handy. And you can fill your tanks, it says faster, with this water pipe. So like I say, you can just plonk it down wherever you want, rotate it around if you want. Done. Tiny little bit of kit. Really cheap, really handy. Like that a lot. What we'll do is have a look at the other ones as well while we're at this. We have got, well, let's go in. These ones are under decoration though. And we've got 3. We have got the well with trigger, we've got the water container with trigger, and we've got a cistern. These ones are by Tom. The first one, the well with trigger, is 6 slots for the first one. The water container is 1 slot, and the cistern... Oh, is that run the wrong way? Thought that was the cistern. Maybe. And the cistern is 2 slots. Again, placing them, you know, wherever you want, pretty much. You might get the odd collision here and there where it doesn't like being up close to something. If you look now, I've got to move out quite a way before it will allow me to place another one. But, and here's the thing with all of these. So the first one, the standpipe, is by CNS Modding Annmarie, and then these 3 here are all by Tom. So let's grab our water tanker. Got to test them out, haven't you? May place these 2 close together. If I come next to that, press L3. Nope, not close enough. There we go. It's filling up and it's not costing a penny. Free water. So for a very, very cheap price, was it 1,000 and something? Free water. No brainer. The next one along, I think what I might need to do is get away from the standpipe. So I don't want to risk contaminating my findings. Let's do this one next. L3. Filling up and not costing me anything. Was it well? He says. Filling up, not costing anything. So I would imagine. I would imagine the other one is just the same. I'm just very conscious of the fact it's right in between all of them now, so whatever angle I come at this from, I could be picking up the trigger from the other ones, but L3, and we are filling up. So all of those water placeables, whoops, opened the wrong menu there. All those water placeables give you free water, and fairly cheaply as well. The mods themselves are really nice and tidy. Whoa. I must say nice and tidy, I mean that looks really old and battered, but it's supposed to. Very cool. So it's something for everyone. You just want to place down something to get your water from. I know there are a few different options available already, but again, something to add to it if you want to go for a well as well. And there you go. I think that's all the mods. I'm pretty sure I got for all of them. Just trying to think now. Did the water, did the tractors, did the roller, culture plough, fertiliser spreader. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did it all. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.